What's going on, everybody? RJ Ochoa here from SB Nation's bloggingtheboys.com. Hope all is well wherever you are. We hope you're happy, safe, healthy, and I trust that you are all up in a tizzy because of all of the rumors that were flying around on Wednesday. Of course, talking about April 20th, and of course, talking about Deebo Samuel. I don't know that we can even technically qualify these as rumors, but they are things that were being discussed nonetheless. What are we talking about? Well, on Wednesday, it was reported by ESPN that Deebo Samuel, who was a big reason for last season's Dallas Cowboys campaign coming to an end, that Deebo wants out. Deebo, of course, has been in the news as a part of the rumor mill as of late for wanting a new contract. This offseason has seen the wide receiver market explode all across the National Football League. The Cowboys, of course, kind of victims of that. It all started with Christian Kirk getting paid by the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Dallas Cowboys did not want to keep Amari Cooper on their payroll at $20 million a year, sent him to the Cleveland Browns, got a fifth-round pick basically in return. Devontae Adams wanted to get paid, so the Green Bay Packers said, hey, Las Vegas Raiders, this can be your problem. Tyreek Hill wanted to get paid, so the Kansas City Chiefs said, hey, Miami Dolphins, this can be your problem. Deebo Samuel's contention, seemingly, according to reports, isn't just that he wants to get paid. In fact, reports right now are not necessarily that he even really wants to get paid. He just doesn't want to be used the way that San Francisco uses him. We know that the 49ers love to use Deebo Samuel out of the backfield. He's one of the most versatile weapons in the NFL. He's somebody who everybody wants on their team, right? You want a player like that. We've said use Tony Pollard this way. Cedric Wilson had some traits like that. We have said use different players like that in the past. The Cowboys kind of explored that option with Tavon Austin. It just never really got off the ground. We thought Ryan Switzer might be that guy, but nevertheless, nobody is Deebo Samuel, and Deebo might not even be San Francisco's any longer if he does get traded. So we'll see with the NFL draft beginning basically a week from now, depending on when you watch this, of course. It's very possible that Deebo Samuel has a new home in a matter of moments, a matter of days, a matter of hours. Who knows? Could that home be Dallas? Well, Deebo, at the very least, is trying to present the idea that it could be Dallas. We're looking at right now Deebo Samuel's Twitter, and specifically one of Deebo Samuel's likes. You can see the tweet that Deebo Samuel liked right here on my right side. It is a tweet from a fan who says, hey, you would look great in a Dallas Cowboys uniform. You would look great with a star on your helmet. In fact, there's actually a Photoshop of Deebo Samuel, as you can see here. That's not Amari Cooper, wearing number 19 in Cowboys garb with a Cowboys helmet, the star on his helmet, etc., etc. The number 19 wasn't even cold yet, all right? Amari Cooper, it's only been a few months, all right? Just everybody relax. Deebo Samuel did like this tweet, which in today's day and age is an indication that he seemingly agrees with the proposition here, right? Hey, I would love to wear a star. I would love to be on America's team. I'm Deebo Samuel. I'm this big player, and he is this big player. Deebo Samuel, wherever he goes, is going to be a big deal, and if he were a member of the Dallas Cowboys, he would be an even bigger deal because we know what the stage the Dallas Cowboys is and what it has to offer for different players. They're the most valuable professional sports franchise in the world. We see and hear that every single offseason. That's about the only standings that they finish at the top of on an annual basis. And so Deebo seemingly is interested in playing for the Cowboys. Or is he? We have seen this move this offseason. Friend of the show, Jane Slater from NFL Network, has actually coined a term for this: tie your name to the Cowboys season. Let me remind you, of the course of the events over this offseason, Von Miller, all right, free agent, ties himself to the Dallas Cowboys. What happens? Boom, gets the bag from the Buffalo Bills. Remember that team. Zadarius Smith ties his name to the Dallas Cowboys. What happens? Boom, gets the bag, not with the Baltimore Ravens or the Green Bay Packers, but with the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, Bobby Wagner ties his name to the Dallas Cowboys, although there was some interest there, obviously. What happens? Boom, gets the bag with the Los Angeles Rams. Not even a free agent, but Buffalo Bills wide receiver Stephon Diggs ties his name to the Dallas Cowboys by way of his younger brother, Trayvon Diggs. We talked about this on our podcast. If you listen to the Blog of the Boys podcast network, Trayvon Diggs tweets out, one random weekend, hey, I would love to play with my brother. I would love to link up. 14 in Dallas would be awesome. Again, Lance Lenore wore this number, people. Let's pay some respect. What happens? Boom, Stephon Diggs gets the bag. Look, people, let's be real, all right? This isn't about saying the Cowboys are good or bad or whatever. At the very least, we can all admit that if you tie yourself to the Dallas Cowboys, if you are in the news with that word next to your name, you are likely going to get the bag. The Cowboys are like an amplifier. The Cowboys are like the Nas boost in the Fast and Furious movies. I think the last one I saw was Tokyo Drift, so I don't know if they still have Nas. I know they went to space and stuff. I don't know what happened, in the other ones, but whatever. Anyway, the Cowboys can amplify your goal. My my watch wants to chime in. That's bad watch, not very cool of you. But the Cowboys can amplify your goal of getting paid. And it seems that maybe that's what Deebo Samuel is trying to do here. Maybe Deebo Samuel earnestly is considering playing for the Dallas Cowboys if he is traded. We never know. Maybe he returns to the San Francisco 49ers. Maybe, some combination of other factors happens. The New York Jets are reportedly in the mix for Deebo Samuel, as are the Green Bay Packers and Kansas City Chiefs, who traded away Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill. The Detroit Lions, according to NFL Network, in the mix. The Jets do make sense. They have 2 top 10 picks, so they have a lot of draft capital to play with. We know that the Jets were in on Tyreek Hill before he wound up in Miami. So I have a hard time believing that this is going to happen. I don't totally buy it, but he liked the tweet. So you never know what that means, what's ultimately going to come of that. Deebo Samuel, a future Dallas Cowboy? I doubt it, but, hey, anything's possible. My name is RJ Ochoa. You know me from all throughout the Blog of the Boys universe. You can hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at RJ Ochoa. My DMs are open. If you have any comments, questions, points of criticism, we would love to hear from you. You can always let me know in the comments down below. We have a lot of fun plans in store for you with the 2022 NFL Draft next week. We will be live basically all throughout the week, so subscribe right here to the Blog of the Boys YouTube channel. Also, I joined TikTok because I have a son now, and I want to make sure that I can properly embarrass him in like 12 to 13 years. RJ.Ochoa, I believe, is my username there. So, yeah, we'll see what happens over the course of the rest of the week. We'll see where Deebo Samuel ends up playing. We'll see if he's traded before the 2022 NFL Draft. This offseason has been wild, and it appears that it is not going to stop anytime soon. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time.